So guys, let's talk about this guy again. Welcome back guys, it's the Raw Geek here. Yes, my last video was a reaction to the trailer, the proper official trailer now for the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. In a video before that I talked about the leaked images of him and how he looked, and it wasn't great, but you know. And the thing is, the trailer, I mean the movie looks ridiculous, it looks, you know, stupid and bad, but it had me laughing, and it's clearly aimed at kids, and you know, I've enjoyed plenty of bad movies. And so have a lot of people, so just because it looks stupid and ridiculous and like a bad movie doesn't mean it won't be fun, if that makes any sense at all. I mean, I don't think it was ever going to be some tense, gritty, you know, movie when it's about Sonic the Hedgehog. And equally I can't see it being, you know, a Disney Marvel blockbuster either. It was never going to be any of those things, so you shouldn't ever hold it up as though it should be, if that makes sense. But yes, it looked bad, but funny. But in it, I did say, you know, Sonic doesn't look that bad. I know a lot of comments saying he does look terrible, but my point is, I don't know how good it could look. It's a fictional video game character, which is a strange creature, and it's going to be CGI. How is it ever going to look good? So that's the way I approach it. It's always going to look a little bit naff. But of course I do agree with most of the criticisms. The eyes, you know, there's no this big gap here, and they're quite small, and usually it's, you know, much larger and all that kind of stuff. I do totally agree with that, but I don't necessarily see how that would make it massively better. I don't know. But interestingly, the guy behind the movie has said he's going to change it. So yes, let's look at this article for example. Sonic the Hedgehog director Jeff Fowler confirms they are changing the character design. So after the first trailer for the upcoming movie, fans of the game made it very clear they were not happy with the character design for Sonic. The trailer had such a huge backlash that director Jeff Fowler, Paramount Pictures and Sega will be changing the character design to one that is closer to the character design from the video game franchise. Fowler confirmed this is happening via Twitter. So yes, this is the tweet he made, and as you can imagine there are some funny replies, but so he says, "Thank you for the support and the criticism. The message is loud and clear. You aren't happy with the design and you want changes. It's going to happen. Everyone at Paramount and Sega are fully committed to making this character the best he can be. Hashtag Sonic movie. Hashtag gotta fix fast." The thing is, there must have been like a marketing group, you know, like they got some people in and said, what do you think of this design? And presumably the result of said marketing and discussions was, yeah, this is the design we want to go with. So it seems weird that they even passed it, but there you go. Anyway, there's obviously that was terrible. His tash was taken out there. So someone's saying add abs please. So this is a good example. Some people have already sort of made some edits. Now this I would be okay with, because I think if you went for the actual classic design of no gap of his eyes, it makes no sense at all. Because what you got to remember is, there's got to be some kind of realism to it. It's got to be that it's a creature that's somehow believable that it could exist. And we don't really ever have creatures where they've got two eyes in one big thing with no gap, do you? It just doesn't happen. So if they did it like this, made the eyes a bit bigger, but there's still, you know, something, a bit of skin in the way, that makes some sense. I mean, that... oh dear. This is quite a good one. So that's him in the trailer, very tall, and then someone's done this here, and I think that does look pretty cool. He's a bit shorter legs, and you know, his eyes are bigger, but they've kept a gap. They've not made it ridiculous. So that could work. That's a pretty good one. I quite like that, because that's very similar to what it currently is, but you know, the eyes are better. See, someone's saying do it like this, but you know, it's just not very believable. Not that any of this is believable. But I'm a big fan of Sonic, and I like the way he looks. So, you know, I think it's good that they want to change it in one way. I'm very split on this. So, part of me thinks that's brilliant that they listened to these people and said, you know, we want it to look like this, it would look better like this. And they went, actually, yeah, I think they're right, let's change it. But another part of me thinks, is it a good thing that people can just shout a load of harsh criticism and complain a load to the point that, you know, a movie director for this video game movie changes it? Is that a good thing? I don't know if that's great. Like, I'm all for protesting things and making change happen where it should, but this just feels like everyone was like, oh, it looks stupid, stupid, and they were like, oh, okay, we better change it then. I don't know, is that good or bad? I guess it's a good thing, in a way. Well, that's a step in the right direction. Well, yeah, it is if you think you should be able to just complain enough until something happens. Hopefully when they change character design, they will also update the CG animation, because what they have looks like the kind of CGI we'd see in the early 2000s. Yeah, the CGI is not great, but you know, it's a movie for kids. I just think people are, I don't know. Like, usually I'm all for criticising things. Trust me, I do it all the time, and usually I'm like, that looks terrible, or that's bad, and I just don't care about it. And usually people who aren't me are like excited about everything. But for this, when it's just a movie for kids based on a fictional video game character, does it really matter? I don't know if it matters, I just don't know. But I am a big fan of Sonic, so if he does look better, great. But they've now got themselves into some trouble here. They've got to try and edit all those scenes before it comes out in November. Presumably they're going to keep to the November schedule, so it's a lot of work they've got for themselves. But they would have avoided this if they just asked people from the get-go, you know, or had a better sort of discussion group when they were picking the design, because I don't know who really passed the first design, because it's not great. But I don't know, what do you think? Did you hate the design, you know, that they chose and put in the trailer? Are you massively welcoming that they're going to try and change it, even if it means there's some sort of delay or something like that? Or are you in the camp more like you're a bit concerned that, you know, Twitter mobs and things can just get things changed because they say so? And I mean, I agree with this change. So, although I like the idea that they're going to change it to look better, there will be times that they're trying to change something that I or you won't like. So is it good, even if in this scenario it's a good thing for me, is it good that they can make these changes happen by complaining? I don't know. They've done it with computer games recently, they've made changes because of a loud minority that are annoyed about things, and it's like, are we just going to have companies now just succumb to mob rule? I don't know. But that's thinking about it too much as well, because again, it's just a movie about a character, so who cares? If they want to complain, they can, and if people want to change it because of the complaints, they can. So I don't know. I don't know if I care either way, to be honest, but I just thought I'd bring you that news because I did show you the leaked images when it first came out, and I did just react to the trailer, so that's the news. Apparently they're going to try and change him. So what do you think about all this? Let me know down below. So guys, that's about to do it. Click like if you like that. Make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you on the next video. And until then, remember, gotta fix fast. Okay, bye. Guys, if you're still here, you're awesome! But as you are still here, why not check out some of my other videos? Oh, and if you haven't already, please click subscribe. Laters, haters.